Hello, everybody.
Oh.
Yes, and now we're yeah.
Oh.
So we're doing
This is significantly less fun.
This is Sonic 2 on a Master System.
Brought to you from your nightmares.
Yes, let's just say Ancient's second effort wasn't quite as good.
I don't think Ancient made this one.
Actually. Was it Aspect instead? Maybe.
Yeah, I think it was Aspect.
Well, whatever.
Regardless.
Yes, it was Aspect.
Regardless, considering the game that they're bringing back, whatever, don't matter what form you're playing this game in, you're in for a hellish time.
Yeah, basically.
So, folks, this is the handheld version of Sonic 2. Sonic 2 8-bit. So you're thinking, but Squirm, you enjoyed Sonic 1 8-bit enough. What could it be? Okay, Nintendo Heart does not even begin to describe the difficulty of this game. It will beat you down. It will hang you out to dry. It will throttle you by the neck. It will make you cry.
Okay.
And yet I kept trying to play it anyway, but yes, go ahead.
We all did,
especially and you played the terrible Game Gear version with all the screen crunch that I'm going to show off in a bit.
So technically, I guess this version is better for not having the
Well, Jova, look at it this way. You can see things coming towards you more than a feet in front of you, so that's nice. You know.
Will it do much though? Because
it won't do much, but it's something at least.
I guess to be fair, if I can say one positive thing about this game's difficulty, I will say that the difficulty didn't feel like it came as much from the screen crunch so much as it did everything else.
Everything else, yeah.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. Yeah, there is everything else, yes, but the screen crunch is also one of many factors.
And maybe it's because I'm used to the screen crunch, but you know, I mean, the screen crunch was one of the few things that actually wasn't a problem for me, ironically.
So this game came out actually before the 16-bit version.
Yeah, this game was actually the debut of Tails. In fact, this is, like I said in the Sonic 1 commentary, this is actually a different version altogether. Not only are all the zones different, the story is different even. But hey, at the very least, at least we have Naofumi Ataya, a veteran Sega Sound Team veteran, doing the music. In fact, there's a very interesting curiosity about this game that I will bring up later, but regarding that music. But we'll get to it. Anyway, the Chaos Emeralds once again are obtained by finding them. And look at that, Shiroi. To answer your question, this is the game where you can always find them on Act 2. In order to get the Chaos Emerald here, you have to stay on the high path, basically. So here's what you do. Go here, jump at the last moment, and there you go. Chaos Emerald. So there you go.
Also, what? The Emerald, does that Emerald have a bit of a bulge at the top?
Apparently. Also, there's no special stages in this game.
So can you get a signpost to anything other than Robotnik?
Yes, you can. You can get a ring, and I think the Sonic's face as well. That's the thing, that the 8-bit games have this thing where sometimes this seems like it's random which face you get in the goalpost. I never really got that.
Are we about to get the boss for this?
Yes,
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready.
Well, Shiroi, actually, as I'm about to demonstrate, this boss on the Master System is way easier because you can see the balls coming towards you right from the beginning, and trust me, it makes a ton of difference. This is actually one of those cases where, yeah, definitely the screen crunch will.
Why did you not let him burn?
Because I want to kill him.
You know what? Fair enough.
Supposedly this has to do with the story as well.
I'll get into the story. Anyway, here you go. See, Shiroi? Here's what you do on the Master System. There you go. See?
Although, doesn't it kind of help that you have that high moon jump?
No. I'm actually using the normal jump, Jova. See, the cheat that I'm using is jump in midair. As in, if I just...
I'm pretty sure.
So if I just hold the jump button, he will just do a normal jump. I have to press multiple times for the code to actually take effect. That's the thing, Jova. In the 8-bit games, Sonic jumps higher than in the 16-bit games. But anyway, there you go. Yes, Shiro, you were gonna say?
I'm pretty sure in the version that me and Jova are used to, you can't even see that top ledge.
That's because I'm about. Don't worry, Shiroi. I'm about to demonstrate that. See, the thing is, Shiroi, I get the feeling that okay, maybe this is honestly after playing both versions back to back, I get the feeling the Game Gear version's ball jumps randomly instead of always having the same height like it has in the Master System version. But don't worry. Speaking of the Game Gear version, let's check out the Game Gear version. Why not? Just
that is crusty.
Well, that's how it was. There you go. And look at how big this ring is.
Yeah, this is more along the lines of what I remember.
Yeah, there you go. All right, and guess what? Here's how crunched the screen is in a moment. In fact, here's the thing. This one, the Game Gear version has music in the title screen, whereas the Master System version doesn't. So that's weird.
So
I do like the theme.
Oh yeah, it's the main theme. So
Yeah, overall I do like this soundtrack.
Oh, look at that! The screen, the image of the title is cropped. Like you can't see the entire picture.
Now here's the version I remember from my childhood.
Yes.
And unfortunately for Americans, the Master System wasn't available for them, as at this point, Sega dropped support for the Master System everywhere except for Europe and Brazil.
Yeah, basically.
Huh.
Yeah, as a result, Americans got the worst version. With the screen crunch, because as you can see,
not to say that this game is that great in the first.
Oh, it wasn't. No, this is definitely all right. I think that showed basically the problem with the screen crunch. Let's get to the real problem of that boss. I just wanted to show a little bit of that one, just to show. Yeah, this is clearly a problem.
Whoa!
You cannot see nearly as much as you can on the Master System original version.
This is probably why a lot of people found it so difficult, especially since a lot of the people I saw, who held that opinion were American.
Yeah, that's the thing, Shiroi.
This makes a lot of sense.
See, that's the thing. Look at that. See, you can even see
there we go.
You can't even see the entirety of the boss. See, seriously. And there you go. So yeah, as a result of the screen crunch, I have to wait till the ball is right in front of me. So I can see, whereas in the Master System version, I can actually have enough time to react properly. You see, they ported the game to the Game Gear, but they didn't change anything to make up for the smaller screen. And that's the problem.
I never beat this game, by the way.
Well, and now you know why.
Oh no, I know why.
Could you play this version?
Don't get me wrong, the Master System version is by no means good, but yeah, the lack of screen crunch definitely helps. Even Johnny pointed this out on his review as well. God, see, I swear to you, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but after playing this back-to-back for this recording, I get the feeling the ball on this version changes height in its jump. Which is weird, because on the Master System version, the ball jumps consistently. Seriously, not only did you crunch the screen, you upped the difficulty on this thing.
It's typical of Japanese devs to make the American version harder for
back to the not as bad version.
I can see clearly now, the screen crunch is gone. I can see all the obstacles in my way.
I will say, I did get to see the final stage and final boss anyway, because the collection this came on had cheats where you could reach the final level and only play that if you wanted to.
Yep.
Anyway, but when I played this game, I played it with the Game Gear version. So I guess
from Mega Collection Plus, I'm guessing?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
So I guess you could say I'm kind of used to the screen crunch here and there. That said, though, okay, I will concede that, the screen crunch did make some things more unfair. That said, I'd say it was mainly for just that one boss. Otherwise, the lack of screen crunch does not help this game much.
No. Let's just say it doesn't... No, but trust me, Jova, when you play both versions back to back... Yeah, it's kind of hard not to
I can see now.
It's kind of hard not to prefer playing the Master System version. It's just because you can at the very least see things in front of you.
I guess in some... Okay, I'll admit. When it comes to the lack of screen crunch, I definitely prefer the Master System. But I'll admit, with the Game Gear stuff, I know this is gonna sound
sorry guys,
weird.
give me a time.
Go to 11 minutes. Yes, Jova?
Maybe it's just me, but the Game Gear version feels more better with the resolution of the
11:03.
sprite.
Your words? Sorry.
He's at 11:03.
Okay. Go ahead.
Maybe
Sorry.
it's just me, but maybe it's because they're zoomed in on the sprites, but the sprites look a bit more...
Sprightly.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's because the Game Gear version, zooms in on them better, but I guess the sprites, I feel, look better in that. Whereas here, they look a little... pixelated.
In order to get the emerald in this stage, you need to use the hang glider. The hang glider controls are, as Johnny put it, annoying, to put it the least. Basically,
Yeah.
all right, hold on, and click. There you go. Basically, here's how the hang glider works. You press back on the D-pad to try to keep your altitude, and you can use the wind to go up, as you can see here. You can press forward to dive down with the hang glider. So it kind of somewhat works kind of like the cape in Super Mario World. It doesn't control nearly as well though. There you go. There's the ring. It's kind of like it takes quite a lot of work, like Johnny put it, to get that emerald because the hang glider's controls are very hard to figure out. Anyway, yeah, this is Sky High Zone. Yeah, I forgot to read the thing. All right, time for a boss battle. And again, just like with the first game, they stuck to that. Did they? I've been playing so many of the 8-bit games in a row recently that I'm kind of fixing my mind right now. Let me just double check. Yeah, okay, there we go. And yes, they stuck to that. Philosophy from the first game of having all the bosses be done with 0 rings, because apparently people liked that in the first one. So there you go. This boss this is an interesting thing, by the way, that I might as well say. While the levels are really full of bullcrap, the bosses for the most part are pretty easy in this game. In the Master System version, mind you. Not so much in the Game Gear version, like I've demonstrated earlier. The bosses, if you're playing on the Master System version, the bosses are relatively simple. You'll be able to get through them fine enough.
This one doesn't seem like it would have been too much of a problem, though, with the screen crunch.
Nah, this one was not that bad on the Game Gear version either.
Sure. It's just that, seeing the fireball come towards you right from the beginning is always helpful. At least to me it is.
But it follows you anyway, it seems.
Aqua Lake Zone 1.
Kinda.
Alright, here's an interesting thing about Sonic 2 8-bit. Sonic 2 8-bit introduced a new mechanic that would also stay with the rest of the 8-bit platformers. In fact, there you go. Oh, never mind. I'm going to go back. I've missed it. I messed it up. Let's try it again. Nope. Let's try it again. It's a bit. It takes a bit of. There's something to pull off. I think this is where I do it. There you go. Basically, Sonic can hop through the water as if he was a stone. You know how when you throw a stone into the water and it does a couple hops before it actually sinks. It's the same logic, and it will work all the way to Triple Trouble. I don't remember.
I like that.
I don't remember if Sonic Blast does it. I'll have to get back to you on that.
Sonic Blast.
Well, it's the last of the 8-bit platformers, Dwips. So, who knows? Maybe. I mean, Triple Trouble has it. But yeah. Anyway, like I said before, this game has a different story, so let's read it. In the manual. Robotnik returns. All was peaceful and quiet on South Island after Sonic the Hedgehog crushed the plans of the diabolical Dr. Ivo Robotnik for the first time. Far too quiet, in fact, for a hyper-young hedgehog who craves action. So Sonic left South Island in search of other adventures. When he returned, Sonic found no sign of his friends anywhere. Confused, he went back to his digs? His digs?
Yeah, digs. That's like, you know, his roots, his home, yo.
I guess. But wait, doesn't he have a proper house in Secret Rings? But whatever, this is before this game.
He has multiple houses at this point.
Throughout this franchise, whether Sonic has a house or not is very hit and miss.
Yeah, basically.
Maybe Sonic's so rich he can afford multiple
He
houses.
sure collects enough rings.
Yeah, basically, here's the idea. So he returned to his digs to think, and found a note waiting for him. It was from Miles, from Tails, as he is called, in parentheses, a two-tailed fox who is one of Sonic's closest friends. And it says... Hold on. Dear Sonic, Robotnik is back, and he's captured all the animals of the island. He is holding me in a place called the Crystal Egg. In order to free me, you have to find and bring the 6 Chaos Emeralds. Robotnik made me write this. He says he's waiting for you, and he's created 6 really nasty robots in order for you to get rid of you once and for all. Sorry, I don't know what he has planned, but Sonic, please be careful. Sincerely, Tails. There was no time to waste.
Now you know why Eggman saved Sonic. It's because he wants Sonic to bring him the Chaos Emeralds.
Basically, here's a new gimmick. This is something that will also become an 8-bit staple. And by the way, there's secret paths on Sonic to 8-bit. So basically, experiment by trying to go into walls, and sometimes they'll find occasional bits that you can walk through. So there you go. Anyway, this is a gimmick that will also be in Triple Trouble.
Mania.
The bubble that sorry, Shireen?
Mania.
Mania?
Mania.
Oh.
Yeah, it's in Mania too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, she's right.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you're right actually, yeah. Well, regardless, the point is you can use it to go up and just stay there. There you go, see. You can also jump to get out of it at any point. Yeah, continuing the manual. There was no time to waste. The ladder fluttered to the floor as Sonic dashed off to find the Chaos Emeralds and save his friends. So that's the basic story. Eggman is holding Tails hostage, and you only free him in exchange for the Chaos Emeralds. Basically. And there's still 6, because this is a sequel to the original 8-bit Sonic 1, not the Genesis original. So, keeping in tune, there's still only 6 Chaos Emeralds instead of 7.
Continuity. Nice.
So there you go. The 8-bit games, starting with this one, started going off on their own separate continuity. The Mega Drive, the Sonic 1 8-bit was the only one that was supposed to be, so the same story as we read from the manual. But starting with this, they take place in their own continuity, it seems.
Uh-oh.
In fact, the Mega Drive manuals never mention South Island. It's the 8-bit manuals that do. So, interesting about that. Alright, so there you go, everybody. That's why Tails is not playable in this game, because he's been kidnapped by Robotnik. And we have to save him. And let's just say the bad ending of this game is interesting. Something. Yeah.
Very infamous. I take it you're probably going to show off the bad ending first.
Yes, I am.
Cool.
There you go, see? It's actually quite...
Hey, check it out. I'm a skipping stone.
I'm actually surprised that the 16-bit games never thought of maybe putting this on their games, on their code, because this would have been a nice mechanic to have on the 16-bit games. Okay, there you go.
Skipping stone mechanic?
Yeah, the skipping stone mechanic. This boss is pathetically easy. It's a seal robot. Here's what you do to hit her. There you go. Whenever he's doing that ball to throw at you, just jump on it. There you go. See, if you try to hurt it,
He's trying to blow bubble gum.
You can easily destroy the ball. And by the way, it can also use you as a ball. There you go. See, that's a nice touch.
That's cute.
You can easily destroy the ball he throws at you by just jumping on it. And as long as you jump on it while he's forming the ball, you can hurt it. And as a result, this boss is a joke. A complete joke. I didn't do it in time there. I have to do it before the ball is properly formed. And there we go. That's what hurts him, see? So there you go. See, as you can see, look at that. The boss is not even doing anything. I barely need to move.
Huh.
Seriously. There you go.
Don't worry, you'll do it eventually.
Well, that was pathetic. Moving on.
Nice toy. Had to break it though.
All right, Wild Webs deals with that. Let's see what else is in store for us. Sonic has passed that free, and now we're doing Green Hills Zone, not to be confused with Green Hill Zone. And now,
It's
Shirai,
with an S.
Shirai, does this music sound familiar to you?
It's you can do anything.
Very good. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. And as I said before,
I love this song.
Naofumi Ataya was the composer for this game. In fact, this was the first time he composed for a Sonic game. And remember, this game came out before Sonic CD, so this was the debut of You Can Do Anything. So my guess is Ataya really wanted to give this theme a second chance on a more, main series game, a more big title, and that's why he made it the main theme of Sonic CD. So
He gave it lyrics.
Yep. I actually really love this 8-bit remix, actually. Well, not remix, this is actually the original version of the theme, actually, but...
I did not know.
I just have to say, though, I really, really respect the team of a Sonic movie for homaging this zone specifically by having it be the main town upon which things take place. Good on you guys. Good on you for remembering such an obscure stage.
Green Hills Zone, not to be confused with Green Hill Zone. I know it looks exactly the same.
Green Hill Zone.
I know it looks practically the same, but trust me, it's a different zone.
It's got more pink flowers than the Green Hill Zone had. And also, it's a lot more cubic.
Yes, and not so much checker pieces, or checkerboard.
It also showcases how bad the difficulty curve is in this game, even worse than in the first game. Notice how easy this act was. Green Hills is such an easy stage to get through because there's very little in terms of opposition compared to something like the underground layer zone. Seriously,
I'm trying to remember. What? The Game Gear version was the one made first, right, for each of these games?
No. The games were made for the Master System and then ported to the Game Gear. Even Johnny brought this up on his video. They were actually Game Gear. Sorry, now I'm the one who's. They were Master System versions first and then ported to the Game Gear. Basically, remember, Joe, but the Master System was still successful in Europe and Brazil, so they wanted to have it on both platforms. So they developed for the Master System, and the Game Gear version was a port. In fact, the Game Gear only came out. In fact, remember.
Okay, since I got back and I can express my views on the music before it ends.
Go ahead, Dwips.
I actually prefer this version of the track over the Sonic CD one.
Because this one doesn't have lyrics?
Not just that, but I'm also, you guys know, I'm actually very partial towards 8-bit music, mainly because I grew up with the Game Boy and all.
Well, this is actually the original version, Dwips, as I've talked about. So.
There you go, then.
But remember, Joe, but the Game Gear only came out in 1992. So by the time Sonic 1 8-bit came out, there was no way to have a Game Gear version just yet. So they had to make it for the Master System first.
Weird. It's weird because these games are known more for their Game Gear counterparts than their Master System counterparts.
That's because, Jova, the Master System, as you know, failed badly in America. So most Americans are just used to playing this on the Game Gear because that was the handheld that was heavily pushed by SEGA on America. So in America,
the good old Game Gear. Back when playing console games on the go was. Well, that's
the main reason why this game has screen crunch. It was made for a TV, but then they crunched it for the Game Gear. Fortunately, with Triple Trouble, that's not the issue, because Triple Trouble was made exclusively for the Game Gear from the get-go, and as a result, it's actually designed with a smaller screen in mind, so it's much better in that regard.
It's weird, because again, if I can give the Game Gear version one thing, it's that in a weird way, the sprites actually look more clear on there. Maybe it's because they're zoomed in, but...
Maybe they touched them up, I don't know.
They did actually, Shiroi. Well, in this version, they did. On the Game Gear version, no, because if you play Game Gear... so if you give Sonic 1 on the Game Gear, Sonic doesn't have a nose. Even Johnny brought that up on his review. And here's another pathetic boss. Basically, as long as you're doing the spin, as long as you're spinning, he will not hurt you, even when he's in his ball form. Just do this that I'm doing right now. See? You just ricochet off him. There you go. You'll be fine. See, this is okay. You'd think with a game as filled with levels, as filled with much bullshit as this, they'd have the decency of giving you somewhat challenging bosses. But no, the bosses in this game are a freaking joke. If you know what you're doing, at least.
I think this one might have been a bit tougher on the Game Gear version, but yeah, even with the Game Gear, probably wouldn't have been that tough.
There you go.
It's something, because if I remember right, on Mega Collection Plus, the games were listed
as Game Gear.
No, Master System and Game Gear. But they're all the Game Gear versions.
Maybe that was just them listing what systems it was on for the sake of
potentially.
trivia.
Yeah, probably.
I remember that collection. I think that collection was where I first found out that the Master System was even a thing.
It's because, remember, Shiroi, the Master System was more popular in Europe, and especially Brazil. So
that's the thing. She's European, and even she didn't know about the Master System, which I
Not until that collection was a thing.
Well, remember, Jova,
she kind of fell into obscurity.
Yeah, well, remember, Jova, Shiroi, remind me again what year you were born in.
93.
93. So by the time she even started playing Sonic games, Jova, the Master System was very well dead in her country anyway.
Well, that's my point, though. It's like the Master System, even though it was more popular in Europe, even in Europe it fell into the pits of obscurity.
Eventually. I mean, not every country lives in an alternate universe like Brazil does.
Well, okay.
Yeah, but still has games being made for...
Yep.
Which console?
No. Brazil loves the Master System, Shiroi. They love it.
Oh, it's still the Master System. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, not the Genesis?
Huh. No. They love the Genesis too, Jova. It's just that the Master System was very popular. Tectoy, the Brazilian company that... in fact, here's an interesting thing for those who don't know. While Sonic Blast was made as a Game Gear exclusive by Sega themselves, it got an exclusive Brazilian Master System port done by Tectoy. For those who don't know who Tectoy is, they're a Brazilian company that makes Master System games. And they were the ones who ported a couple Game Gear games to the Master System back in the day for Brazilians to play. So there you go. And that's the version I'll be playing of Sonic Blast. And remember, Tectoy has a partnership with Sega. Actually, Sega's still collecting profits from that stuff.
Well, hey, profit working profit. But again, my point is like, well, it says something that even in Europe, where the console was a bigger success, the Master System sort of fell into obscurity. Whereas, the Sega Genesis, that's still remembered despite not being in production, say, here.
Basically. But yeah, basically, Shiroi, my guess is, Shiroi, the collection was probably made specifically with American audiences in mind. Probably, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Considering they only have the American manuals, and they don't have the European manuals, for example.
Collection was the same, though that one was more obvious because CD had its.
You know what's interesting about Mega Collection Plus?
US soundtrack, yes.
The Japanese versions of Mega Collection and Mega Collection Plus have the Japanese manuals. The American versions have the American manuals, but the European versions of Mega Collection still have the American manuals. So fuck you, Europeans! You don't get your manuals. Whatever. Americans. Sorry. Whatever. Europeans can read English, can't they?
I think so.
If they're using that logic, shouldn't they have tried to fuck over the Canadians as well? So half of them don't speak English.
Well, I think in Canada they use the exact same manuals, so it doesn't really matter. I think.
I think Dwebs' point is that Canada tends to get a lot of benefits that Americans get when it comes to game releases.
Oh, that. I guess. But yeah, I love
America.
To get back to the game, I love the name of this zone, Gimmick Mountain Zone.
Bit on the nose.
I forgot the name of this place.
Like this is something. This is the kind of name. Maybe this is the kind of name. Maybe you would see on some kind of parody fan game. Gimmick Mountain Zone.
It's not even a mountain. It's more like a temple.
Don't you see we're inside a mountain?
Gimmick Mountain. There you go. See, it even shows
Gimmick mountain.
the little wheel thing. Well, it has gimmicks in it.
So does every stage.
But you see,
By that logic, you might as well call this whole game Sonic the Gimmick.
Yes.
It's still not the most bizarre name I've ever heard for this franchise, anyway.
Don't you see, this one specializes in it.
Apparently. All right. Let's go. But yeah, like I was saying, basically, Shiroi, the Game Gear version of Sonic 1, Sonic doesn't have a nose. I don't get it why, because the fans at Sonic Retro did made a hack that adds back...
Gives him a nose.
Yeah,
Sonic, Sonic 2 Game
Look
Gear,
at
the nose hack.
Here's what you do for this boss. Keep ramming into his nose. There you go. I'm not kidding. That's
So
literally...
somebody has a nose.
There you go. See? Just
It's a pity it's his weak spots.
All you do is you hit him once, so you can stun him, and then you hit him again. There you go. Just
Well,
keep...
I mean, punching somebody in the nose is gonna hurt, dwarves.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not to this extent, though.
Are you sure, Dwibs?
I'm starting...
Yes, I am sure.
These bosses are starting to feel like
Because
afterthoughts.
I'm pretty sure most human noses aren't metal.
Oh my god, guys! Oh, let me quote from the manual. Where was it? Oh, here you go. He created 6 really nasty robots in order to get rid of you once and for all. Yeah, these robots are so nasty, aren't they, guys?
You should have just let the lava take him.
Like,
Yeah, but then there'd be no more series.
all right.
Be more effective than this.
Scrambled Egg Zone.
Yes, Scrambled Egg Zone. This is...
Even though he's not called Eggman in this.
Alright, everybody. This is the zone, as Johnny put it, that introduces what he likes to call in his video a Sonic 8-bit failsafe designs choice. Tubes. Freaking tubes. Starting with this, everybody, Sonic's 8-bit platformers are gonna start using tubes as a primary gimmick to elongate, to artificially lengthen the length of certain stages. In this case,
Tubular, man.
yes, Joe.
Also,
Basically, tubes are one thing, they're nice and fun. They also make the level a goddamn maze half the time.
Oh, trust me, like it gets even worse in the Sonic Chaos special stages, because there's a Sonic Chaos special stages that's a freaking nightmare to go through, because basically, Jovi, here's what it is. You have to find your way through all the tubes, and when you get to the point where the emerald is, there's a spring right in front of it as you come out of the tube to kick you back into the tube, and you'll have to go all the way back for the tube.
I hate that one.
It's so dickish. It's not fun, it's not challenging, it's just dickish. Ugh. Alright,
I believe if you don't have all the emeralds, this is your last set of stages.
What I'm doing is I'm using the pause button to be able to, properly see where I am at so I can react more accordingly. This is a common thing that I always use in old games, so... I use this
I
on...
wish I did that.
Well, the pause button is there, Shiro, even on the Mega Collection.
Sorry,
Yeah,
like
got 9
recent
lives.
games have taught me that pausing doesn't help any. So
Alright. This is something that I got used to doing as a kid. So it kind of comes natural to me at this point. There you go. Alright. Oh well, at least we have a good Naofumi Ataya soundtrack, so that's always nice.
yes, I do like the soundtrack.
I do prefer Yuzo Koshiro's soundtrack for the first game, but this is definitely a second one for me. Whereas with Triple Trouble, the only track I can remember from Triple Trouble is the main theme, which is really good, but the other tracks are just kind of there for me. As for Sonic Chaos soundtrack, I can't remember a single track from Chaos, to be honest with
Neither
you.
can I.
Alright. Yeah, basically, if you go for the wrong path in the tubes, you'll go back down, meaning you have to start all over. That's the main reason why there's the tubes meme, because the fucking tubes are annoying. Fucking tubes. Anyway, let me see what else is in the manual.
Are you pausing constantly?
I am.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Joe, but this is a little natural instinct I have from my childhood to properly, be able to see and prepare properly for pressing down or up, depending on the tubes. Don't worry. We won't be here much longer, hopefully.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say. If you come here with less than 5 emeralds, this will be your last zone. So if you want to get to the true final zone, you have to get here with 5 emeralds. I don't
But
know.
we gotta see that bad ending first.
If I remember correctly, there's no hidden well, actually, no. Yeah, you're right. No, this is zone 6 technically, so no, it can't have it anyway. The emeralds are in fixed zones anyway. So yeah, if you want to get the good ending, and trust me, in this game you do, you have to get here with 5 emeralds. There you go. This is the most mazy part. If you go for the wrong path, you'll be booted right back to the beginning. As, in fact, I think about... There you go.
Oh god.
There you go, see?
It's not death, but holy cow.
Screw you, game. There you go. I think it's through here now.
It looks like the game. Yeah, the way you keep pausing the game, it makes it look like it's lagging.
No, it's not. Trust me.
You don't get a pause menu in any of these games.
A ring.
It helps me a lot, because remember, he's going really fast for the tubes, so it can be a bit hard if you don't have quick reaction times. So basically, I've gotten used over the years when it comes to a game like this. Remember, I did this in our Aladdin Mega Drive playthrough as well. This is something that I got used to doing as a kid when I was playing games. Go ahead, Dwibs.
I take it this game doesn't have special stages.
I already said no, they don't. This game doesn't have. In fact, this is the only Sonic platformer, well, 2D Sonic platformer at least, that doesn't have special stages. I think. Is there any other one, Jova? I don't think there is.
It doesn't have special stages. No, none come to mind.
So yeah, this
Unless
is.
I'm forgetting.
Yeah, I mean, Sonic Rush has them. Sonic Colors, DS has them.
Yep.
Yep. I think.
Sonic,
Yeah,
Oh no! Generations 3DS does.
it does actually. Yeah. In fact, they're easy as fuck.
Yes, they are.
They're based on the Heroes ones.
Fuck it.
They're better than the Heroes ones, though, because they control terrible in Heroes.
These fucking tubes.
Heroes is definitely an argument. Heroes is definitely one, not the key argument I have, that's Sonic Advance 2, but Heroes is one of the bigger arguments I have too. Maybe we should have Chaos Emeralds be obtained in more serviceable fashions. Like, I get it, not to make it too easy or whatnot. But special stages like those of Heroes and Sonic Advance 2 can bite it.
I didn't mind it
what
in
I
Advance
understand,
1. They weren't too difficult to find.
I'm personally.
The problems with SA2 special stages weren't the stages themselves.
It
just
was
saying-
getting into them.
Yeah, it was,
Well,
because
that's
Dimps
the
is
problem,
terrible
though.
about that.
I never bothered.
Okay, so here's the chain problem with Sonic Advance 2. You're gonna have a hell of a time trying to get to them, and the problem is that because of that, you don't really get much of a chance to practice in the special stages. So it means if you mess up on a special stage because you haven't gotten that much practice, have fun having to hunt down every single special stage ring in consecutive order,
Yeah.
just so that you can get to a special stage here. And let me tell you, it is because of that alone that Sonic Advance 2 is quite... Yeah, Sonic Advance 2 is my least favorite of the Sonic Advance trilogy.
And the actual
Same.
special stages themselves will make you hate the process of getting into them even more, because they're actually
even more
incredibly
than Advance.
easy.
Even more than
Yeah.
Advance Rage over.
I like Advance 3, but whatever.
Oh yeah, I really like Advanced 3.
The stages were much bigger in Advanced 3 compared to 2, but
Which is
it
interesting
helped
because
that
I've heard one of the big problems of Advanced 3 was some really dickish placement of stuff.
Sorry, sure, you were saying?
I didn't like. Okay, the special stages, like getting into those in 3 were a lot less hellish because
Much less.
they took the Mario approach where that yes, you have to find a lot of Chow, but it actually displayed them in the Chow Garden. If you look at a chart that shows what you're missing, it displays them in the order of the stage, in the order within the stage that you collected them, like the
Boss
gold
battle.
coins.
Alright, everybody. For those of you who may be a little younger and don't know where that Silver Sonic from Mania came from, there you go. This is Silver Sonic. Not to be confused with Metal Sonic. It's Silver Sonic.
Well,
That
that's the
inclusion
thing.
was really cool.
Yeah, that's the thing. The Metal Sonic in Sonic 2 is also called Silver Sonic, but yes, the actual Silver Sonic used in Mania was the one from 8-bit.
Yeah, it was a little reference. The boss is, again, pretty easy. There you go. And he drops the 6th emerald, but I collected it right before it showed up on screen. So, basically, this is the 6th emerald. It's the easiest one. You just have to come here with 5 emeralds, defeat him, and he drops the emerald. And you just catch it. You'll be fine. But first, let's show off the bad ending.
I like the credits theme though.
Basically,
Yes, that's right, folks. The final.
So because Sonic forgot the final emerald, he just gave up on his quest and ran off.
Basically, if you defeat Silver Sonic without all the emeralds, this is the ending you get.
In which case, Silver Sonic is indeed your final boss, ladies and gentlemen.
Tomozo, Sima-chan, so this was...
Probably pseudonyms.
And Ray. Yeah, this was still back when they were using pseudonyms.
Wow, Ray the Flying Squirrel composed the music.
Program, KO. Semi-Maru? So, hey, Sonic, aren't you forgetting someone?
Nothing really comes to mind at the moment.
Sonic, why are you running? Sonic, just because you didn't get the last emerald doesn't mean you get to run away from your duty.
What do
I've
you
had
mean?
enough. It's break time.
Yeah, besides, I saved the day, you know? I defeated all of Eggman's lethal robots and animals, defeated the Eggmeister himself. It's all looking up from here now.
Aren't you forgetting someone?
Oh my god, you're right! I need to check out Little Planet. I hear that thing only shows up every 10 or 20 years.
That's not what I'm talking about.
I'll give you a clue, Sonic. It's yellow.
Man, this is a long stretch of Green Hill level design.
Hey, it's Forces level design.
Buzzing.
Gatao.
Sound
Shiori,
now Chan.
Shiori-
Oh, there you go. There's
Shiori,
now
that-
Chan did the sound, and
Shiori, that joke is as unoriginal as the series.
Thanks,
That's
Azoe.
We're running out of jokes with this franchise. No, we don't have any new
Taku
content.
S.
Shut up.
So this is the ones that the special thanks part. Okay, the
Alright.
the haze.
The haze.
Haste.
Thomas Y.
Thomas Y. Yeah,
Thanks,
Y.
thanks, Thomas, whoever you are, and Okuzan.
We're still running.
Oh, Lunarian. Oh, okay. Apparently a person from the moon worked on this game.
Thanks, Hitman.
The Hitman. And Aspect.
1847, sir.
Thanks, Aspect Ratio.
They developed the game.
Okay, so and us as well. Well,
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm very kind.
So does that mean we're as responsible for this?
Wait
Yes.
a minute.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
So Tails died?
the end.
eh.
So there you go. If you don't get all the emeralds, remember Robotnik has to get all this. Robotnik kills Tails, and that's it. Well,
At least that's very much the implication here.
what else
Game
can
over.
what else could have happened?
Well, I'll wait till we get to the good ending.
Well, if it helps you, Sonic Chaos confirms that this ending is not canon. So.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it would have to not be canon anyway.
I'd say the ending to Knuckles Chaotix is a fair bit more grim. So.
Oh yeah, the bad ending where Metal Sonic just burns everything to the ground.
Decimates everything.
Yes. All right, Tails, I'm coming to save you. I'm going to avert a bad future.
So yeah,
This isn't Sonic CD yet.
So yeah, if you do get all the Chaos Emeralds, you get into the Crystal Egg.
Fortress of Solitude, apparently.
Yes, this is Crystal Egg Zone. Remember, the manual said that apparently Tails is being held in the Crystal Egg. So this is the Crystal Egg.
Crystal Egg. By 1992, the popular game show here in Britain,
Wow.
Crystal Maze was still going on. So
Again? What's up with Sonic 8-bit and an incredibly easy first act of the last zone? Well, not the last
This
zone.
is supposed to be the final.
Well, okay, Scrap Brain was not the final zone in Sonic 1-8-bit, but still, like. Anyway,
It was still too easy for its placement in the game.
Well, let's go. I get this is the primary thing as well. The difficulty curve in this game is all over the place because the first stage has all that lava, all those mine carts, and all that stuff. The boss that requires you to jump, all that stuff, and yeah, the first boss is the easiest boss. Sorry, is the hardest boss so far. I'm not even, because all the other bosses are fucking pathetic, and all these zones compared to, there you go, yet another one of those anti-gravity thing that you spin around and jump. There you go.
Of course.
Basically, it requires you to be very precise with your timing where you jump in order to reach maximum height. It can be there you go. See, like that. There you go. Let's go. And yeah, this level, this act involves a lot of secret passages. There you go. Just bumble around until you find the correct path. There you go.
At least you're not fumbling in the dark.
Oh yeah. That is true. Alright.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I can bounce in the air.
I can...
Dwibs, you're trying to make Sonic sound southern all of a sudden.
Yeah, it turns out Sonic was from Texas or...
Oh god, I think there is a Sonic character who actually is from Texas, but I don't recall which one.
Or at the very least, Sonic's World's...
Fang the Sniper?
Yeah, I think that was the one.
We'll get to him soon.
Also known as
most memorable character in the series.
Oh yeah, no, Fang is basically the Team Rocket equivalent of that game, basically. He's a comic relief villain that always screws up. He has the most pathetic boss battles.
Unless it's like the first part of Black and White. Where they try to have Team Rocket not be the comic relief.
Yeah.
Sure. Wait. In Black and White, it's Team Plasma, though.
No. Team Rocket.
Okay.
Sonic has passed 2.
All right. Time to finally.
I know it says act. But
you think that's Rich Rips? In Sonic Chaos, it just says Sonic has passed, and that's it.
All right.
Wow, now that means something totally different.
Yes. All right, Eggman.
Sonic's dead.
All right.
Eggman, time to set the record straight. Watch as I hop in and out of this pipe and hit you.
Basically, everybody, you know how I said before that the first boss was the hardest boss until now? Well, this is the actual hardest boss now. This boss, if you're not... those things hurt you, as long as you... but they don't hurt you if you have rings. It's a weird boss. But however, you can do that trick where I keep bouncing off the tube to do it fairly quickly, fortunately. And there you go. Alright, Eggman.
Really, Eggman? We're doing this again?
Is Eggman... Oh, did Eggman get...
There's Tails.
Tails, you're all right!
So, I have a question. No, remember, Shiroi, the deal was that we gave him all the emeralds and and he releases Tails. Which begs the question, Sonic, did you just let Robotnik have all the Chaos Emeralds?
Maybe that explains Sonic Triple Trouble.
Triple Trouble is only 2 games after this, Tips. So.
Okay.
The one that came after this, then.
So does this mean? Okay, Jova, I'm starting to lose track of which one is the bad ending because Robotnik has all the Chaos Emeralds now. So.
But Tails
You know
is
what?
alive.
I'm gonna say it's this one, and I'll wait for a bit.
Oh yeah, that.
So yeah, if
What,
you.
think I killed them both or something.
So yeah.
Twins, I'll just let you wait and see for the ending.
So yeah, when we beat the good ending is the exact same thing, except Tails is behind you, and the last shot is different as well.
So does this mean Eggman's plan actually worked?
Well, there you go.
Everything is fucked and it's all Sonic's fault.
Hey Sonic, give me the emeralds or your friends dies. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Well, oh, that was surprisingly easy. Okay, bye.
See?
Yeah, that's all you had to do, Report. Yeah, but then again, I guess Sonic must. Okay, I know these games aren't canon, but I guess Sonic must have learned from that because the next time a debuting character gets kidnapped, he just destroys the thing and leaves.
You have to give me the emeralds.
Advance 2.
The emeralds or tails, the emeralds or tails, the emeralds or tails, tails. Ha 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 ha.
I'm guessing you're a fan of Advance 2, Dwibs.
Well, I mean, I've seen the I haven't been able to play Advance 2 because I don't have a GBA anymore. Although I have heard very interesting things about it. The special stages you mentioned earlier, and hands down the most powerful character in the whole series.
Oh no, Cream
yeah.
is the only valid way to play that game.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
it
sure
is.
I've said this before, but it bears
Seriously,
repeating.
it's like her and Cheese could like conquer the whole world.
But Whips, that's exactly it. She
Probably
literally
so.
cheeses the game.
So, if the last ending implied that Tails had died and there's no other way to interpret it, yep, Eggman took all the emeralds, killed Sonic and Tails, and took over the world, I guess.
But then what was Sonic and Tails down there then?
That was them running into the afterlife.
Yep.
I don't even.
I'm interpreting this and I'm sticking to it.
I don't even understand the thought process behind these endings, to be honest with you. So
yeah,
that was
The
Sonic
world
2.
is screwed.
That was Sonic 2 on the Master System. Shiroi, final thoughts.
Oh gosh, it's not good. Like, even the version I played aside, because that's not the one we're looking at, it's still a mess. It's nowhere near as consistent as Sonic 1 8-bit. It just gets worse as it goes along.
That's the thing, Shiroi. It doesn't get worse as it goes along. It's all over the place. First it's hard, then it gets easier, then it gets harder again. That's the thing. The difficulty curve is all over the fucking place. It's literally up and down and all around. It literally is up and down and all around.
Up and down and all around, yeah. But I do like the soundtrack, or at least most of the tracks. Wasn't keen on the Crystal Egg stuff. I do like the You Can Do Anything original version, I guess, here. I didn't know it was the original version, which is nice. The endings are, I don't know how we're supposed to interpret these. This is...
That's the thing. That's the thing. This is the thing. If the bad ending wasn't done the way it was, you could have easily just said, "Oh, there you go. There's a Sonic and Tails constellation in the stars just because it looks nice." But okay. In that case, by that logic, how come there's a Tails constellation in the thing there? Like, it doesn't really make much sense. By that logic, there should be no constellations.
That's why I joke about the way to interpret the quote-unquote good ending. It's because the bad ending misleads you.
Yeah, don't you see? It turns out you do the right thing if you take the bad ending. Sure, it's sad about the sacrifices that have to be made, but in the end, Sonic saved the world. In the supposed good ending, though, Robotnik gets the emerald, sure, he appears to fail to kill Sonic, but in reality, he actually did kill Sonic. And Sonic finally meeting Tails is the two meeting together and going to ever blissfulness in the afterlife.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Hooray.
Your childhood, everyone.
Don't worry, Sonic Chaos will be there to rectify things, though.
Yeah.
Yes. But no, that's it. This one's just a mess. And honestly, probably one of, if not the worst opening level in a Sonic game. And those are usually pretty good.
Especially if you're playing on the Game Gear.
Yes.
Dwebs.
Like I haven't really played this game a whole lot. I could kind of get past the first stage.
Which version did you play?
Master System.
Ah, okay. Well, at the very least...
At least I think it was the Master System version.
Wait, did you play the version on the Mega Collection?
I can't remember. I think I might have played the WiiWare version.
Oh no, the WiiWare version is the Master System version.
I think.
Okay,
I don't
then.
know.
Because that's the only time that Americans got releases of the Master System versions. Except for Sonic 1, because Sonic 1-bit did come out on the Master System in America at the time. But only that one though. Go ahead.
Man, honestly, there's not much more I can say. It's doesn't really look cool that fun, although the music's good at least.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
Jova.
It's a mess. That said, it's an iconic mess, and one that... Okay, I can stay mad at it, but it's one that I am always fascinated by. How little makes sense. The story is off the walls, and really, it has some of the most screwed up endings when you really get down to the nitty and gritty of it. Maybe if they did a better job explaining how that stuff turns out, we wouldn't be forced to believe this incredibly dark stuff, but alas, we are. Again, thank goodness Sonic Chaos. Yeah, ironic. The game that's called Chaos is the one that actually brought sense back to the table. But yeah, Sonic 2 8-bit is a mess. With its difficulty curve being all over the place, the Game Gear version being, well, even worse thanks to the screen crunch, among other stuff, and the bosses being so
Pathetic.
So they range from difficultly hard to pathetic. And again, not in the way that you would expect. The hardest bosses are arguably the first and the last ones. Everything in between is pretty damn easy. Again, it's a game where, ironically, getting the bad ending might be better than getting the good ending. Although, to be fair, that is kind of a bit of the conception with the actual console version of Sonic 2, where a lot of people prefer the bad ending to the good ending because Tails is actually more useful in the bad ending. So maybe they were trying to homage that in some twisted way. Go figure.
Who knows?
Who knows? All right, Pedro. You do it.
Okay, yeah, Sonic 2 8-bit is not very good. It's, the difficulty curve makes no sense. The gimmicks can be annoying. The tubes are annoying. This is where the tubes begin. And trust me, the tubes get even worse in Chaos. The special stages specifically. Because outside of the special stages, Sonic Chaos is the easiest Sonic game ever made, quite possibly. But, yeah, it's, seriously, it's seriously, that nobody at either Ancient or Aspet got any design classes on difficulty curves, because seriously, what's it doesn't, the way this game is constructed on a difficulty wise, it makes no sense. You have these hard levels followed up with these pathetic bosses. Then you have the levels get easier in the middle, then get incredibly annoyingly tedious because of the fucking tubes at the end. Act 1 of Crystal Egg is also pathetically easy. So seriously, the difficulty curve in this game is so jarring. It's the levels themselves are, at the very least, creative in terms of their tropes for the most part. I do like the gimmick mountain zone at the very least is an interesting, unique level trope. So there's that. And I do love the music. So yeah, there's that. The graphics, they're basically about the same as they were on the previous game, really. They don't really notice that much of an improvement in terms of fidelity. It looks about the same. So, well, okay. To give credit, the emeralds are different colors this time. So, there's that. Aside from that, yeah, it's regarded as the worst of the 8-bit platformers, and for a good... Well... Either this or Blast. But Blast, from what I can tell...
God, I keep forgetting Sonic Blast was a thing.
Sonic Blast, from what I remember the last time I played it's more tedious than annoying, but we'll see. We'll get back to that. The point is, Sonic 8-bit is not good. Don't bother. Play the 16-bit version. This doesn't even serve as an interesting alternative or anything. No. It's just...
And it's needlessly depressing with the endings, too.
Yeah, and it's needlessly depressing. It's flat out unwarranted. So, alright, that's okay, everybody, because the good ending is the one that... Well, supposedly it's the one that's canon, I guess. But it's in Sonic Chaos, the world is mysteriously fine again. So we'll be fine. Tune in for Sonic Chaos, everybody.
See ya.
See ya.